Baby, so fine, you ain't regular. Oh yeah, all these haters, they gon' damage you. Oh yeah, I got money, I can spoil you now. Oh yeah, I been fucking with the foreigners. Oh yeah, your sexy body, I'm in love with you. Oh yeah, I'm a player, I'ma pipe you down. Oh yeah, I ain't here to hold you down, you know. Oh yeah, I got money and I'm popular.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Guye and you're watching Guye B TV. Today we're going to talk about how to be happier in life, how to be happy with yourself, how to be happy by yourself, how to keep yourself in good spirits. Now, I didn't write anything down. I'm just going to go off the top of my head on what I know, what I do, and what makes me feel better, and hopefully that'll help you too. But before we get into this chatty video, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you share this. And also, like I said, leave me hearts in the comments if you enjoy the videos. That way I know what to create more of, what to create less of, and you know, we can make it about us. So I'm gonna spit my gum out because I feel like it's so disrespectful. Even though I just want to chew it. Okay. It's out, it's out, it's out. Okay, so first and foremost, I think happiness starts within you. How you feel about yourself, how you feel emotionally, just what you think of yourself, and how you perceive life. I'll say that, because you know how they say, how do you look at the glass? Is it half full or half empty? And a lot of people feel like it's half empty. I look at it as it is half full. There's still water in there, means there is still hope, meaning there is room to keep growing. I don't know, that's just how I look at that analogy. But I guess I'll start with tips that I do to make myself happy. If you guys don't already know, I'm a Christian, but I'm not a church girl. I have a relationship with Christ and I love God. I don't always make the best choices, but that doesn't mean I don't have a relationship with Christ. I definitely still do, and then it's a working progress every single day. So I'm a Christian, and whenever I'm not feeling the best, when I'm feeling down and when I'm sad, I'm not really happy, something is bothering me in my spirits, the first thing I do is turn on some worship music. Now, I like gospel music, and I also love alternative Christian music. Honestly, anything Christian music I will play. Some songs that I listen to that maybe you guys could listen to that will help you is Fill Me Up by Tasha Cobb, You Still Love Me by Tasha Cobb, Break Every Chain, Tasha Cobb. Everything Tasha Cobb honestly is amazing. If you guys want a list of like worship music that I listen to that help me get in a better mood and remind me how grateful I am, I will post some of those up for you. So that's the first thing I do is I listen to some worship music. When I'm just not feeling the best, you guys, I literally will lay on the couch all day. I'll get up to eat, I'll get up to use the restroom, and that's it. Like, I'll have homework, I'll have this, and I'll just watch Netflix, and I'll have my phone, and I'll tweet and like scroll through social media for hours, and I have to tell myself to get out of that. So another thing I do if I'm not listening to music is turn on a podcast. Now, I follow the Potter's House podcast, the Potter House LA, which used to be the One Church LA, the Elevation Church, Oprah Super Soul Sunday, and I just started a new one, and it was like Boss Girl something. But anyways, I listen to podcasts which mostly are sermons, and so instead of having to play music, I listen to that, and that kind of helps get me out of my spirit if it's negative. So podcasts, hold on, I gotta put my phone on the charger. I gotta leave in like 15 minutes, and my phone needs to be charging. Okay, so like I said, podcasts are really great. If you want to know the podcast that I listened to and I didn't repeat it, or I maybe talked too fast, just let me know what podcasts were those that you mentioned, and I'll let you know. Another thing that I do to make myself better, make myself happier, is journaling. A lot of people take journaling for granted, like just writing out how you feel seriously uplifts your spirit so much. Some days when I'm just feeling like crap and I feel like everything that's wrong is is constantly on my mind, I write down everything. I write down like, I feel like crap today. Today sucks. Why can't I do anything right? Why am I not more like this? Why am I like this? Why aren't I more like that? So like, I legit write down everything that I'm thinking, negative, positive, annoying, weird, whatever. I write it down and I leave it on the paper. Like once I write it, it's out of my mind. I have a clean slate and I can think about something else. And once I do that, I'll get up, start cleaning, start doing what. I'm one of those people whose house looks like their mind. So when my mind is intact and everything's in order, my house is super clean. When my brain is a mess and I'm thinking too much, overwhelmed, stressed out, my house looks just like that. So I never believed that till I lived by myself. Then I was like, oh my gosh, this is so real. So that's another thing I do. Sometimes I try to get out the house. I'll avoid shopping because shopping is really bad for me. I'll get out of the house. I'll go see a movie. I'll go on a walk. Sometimes I'll work out because sometimes all you need is just some exercise, something to take your mind off things. So I'll work out or I'll call a friend. Calling a friend is always good. If you have that one person that you can talk to just put you in better spirits, do that. Sometimes my best friend Maggie, she'll call me or I'll call her and we won't even know that we needed each other. But after talking for like 3 hours, you're like, whoa, I needed that and I didn't even know that I did, but you did. So you just phone a friend or like call somebody that you really trust and say, hey, I'm not feeling too well, like this is going on. And sometimes your friends give you messages like, my best friend called me the other day and it was like I think maybe a week or two ago, and she was just not feeling encouraged. She just needed some positive reinforcements. And you know what I told her? The first thing I said was, did you pray? And I should have mentioned that first. The first thing I honestly do is when I'm stressed out is just pray on the spot. I'm like, God, today I'm just not feeling well. I don't know what's going on, but I just pray that, I treat everybody with respect today. I pray that I'm in good spirits and I'm happy and I smile and I just treat people that I want to be treated. Even though I don't feel well, I pray that I will respect and treat others the way they should be treated. And I pray that positive things happen throughout the day. And that no matter what, that I just know that you have a reason for why I feel this way, and maybe you're trying to tell me something. So I'm gonna listen and pay attention and see what it is that you want me to learn, and we will go from there. In your name I pray, amen. Simple prayers like that, and I guess I'm gonna just let that prayer happen for today, but that is a huge one. So praying, even if you don't believe in something, I know even if you don't believe in God, you should believe in something, and hopefully that something puts you in better spirits, because why would we believe in something that brings us negative spirit or brings us down or stresses us out? So that's another thing. Another thing is just to honestly just pick, you gotta tell your feelings to shut up. Sometimes I do that all the time. Like I will wake up and let's say I've had a busy week. I'm tired. I stayed up late the last night because I had homework, and I have to go to work in the morning at 7, so I have to be up by 6 o'clock, and I just don't want to. Like I don't want to. I'm tired. I just don't want to, and I'm just in my feelings. And I'm just like, oh, today's gonna be annoying already. I know how it's gonna go, so let me just like waste my time in bed until it's time to go. So I'll do that, and then I'll tell myself like, Guye, shut up. Like, get out of your feelings, get out of this bed, be thankful you have that job, be thankful you're in school. It's not gonna last forever. You're almost done. Why are you stopping now? What's bringing you to this point where you feel so ungrateful that you're rolling your eyes when so many people wish they even had a job? So many people wish they had the opportunity to go to school. There are people in other countries who don't even have the shelter that you have. You can afford that because of that job that you are so ungrateful for. So I will talk to myself that way, and it doesn't seem nice, but honestly it's the truth. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, no matter how bad you feel, you have to remember that there are people that have it way worse, and you could have it worse than what you have now. So you have to tell your emotions to shut up and be grateful and think about the essentials, the fact that you're alive, you're breathing, your family's okay, you're healthy, they're healthy, you get to see them, you have a car, you have a home, you have clothes on your back. You don't have to be a burden onto anyone else. Like, you got you, you know, and God gave you that. So why are you being so ungrateful? Yeah, we don't always want to go to work, we don't always want to do everything, but you have to remind yourself that, like, you're here for a reason, and everything is not going to be sunshine and rainbows. You're going to have crappy days, and that's okay. But as long as you know that you are in a way better position than so many people, continue pushing on. That's it. You have to, you have to, you have to. And it's not always the prettiest thing, because some days you really just don't want to. And another thing I'll say, which will kind of contradict what I just said, if you are really having a really, really, really bad day, take that day to be miserable, to just wallow in your misery, and tell yourself, after this day, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up so happy. I'm not gonna let anything get in my way, because I've already spent that day having a pity party for myself, and after this pity party, there will be no more pity parties. No more pity parties. And sometimes that helps too, because sometimes you really do need a day to just recuperate, and maybe you could use that day to use all the tips that I just gave you to have a better tomorrow. So if you're really feeling like that, just put some worship music on in the background and just lay there. You don't have to do anything. If you like podcasts instead, turn on some sermons and just have it play in the background all day while you lay there. I'm pretty sure you will get some kind of message. I promise you. Like, God will send you something. So that's another thing you can do. Other than that, just really be in tune with your emotions and find out, like, what made you unhappy. Why were you sad at that moment? What was it that triggered this emotion? And sometimes you gotta go back to that source and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow you to treat me this way. No, I'm not gonna allow you to take over my day. I'm not gonna allow you to take over my week. I'm just gonna leave this here. I know what it is, and I'm gonna let God take care of it. Like I said, pray over it, rebuke it, do not claim it, whatever you have to do to feel better. But those are the things that I do to get out of a funk, to have a better day, to be happier, and just to be more fulfilled, honestly. But that's it for this video. Just thought I'd share with you guys what I do, because I had a really crappy day yesterday, and I had to turn it around. So today we are here, happier than ever. That's it. I love you guys so very much. If you guys like these videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And honestly, give me some topics, because sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to myself, y'all. But like, you guys like love it, and then I'm just like, oh great, but I want more. I want to know, like, what you guys struggle with, or what you guys want to hear more about, you know, whether it's me or something that I touched on. So let me know. I love you guys so much. Till next time, peace.